Today, we'll delve into the critical role vitamin D plays in the human body, discuss foods rich in vitamin D, and review recent research highlighting its benefits. This information is essential for understanding how vitamin D contributes to overall health and how to ensure adequate intake. Vitamin D, often referred to as the sunshine vitamin, plays a crucial role in maintaining overall health. This essential nutrient is involved in numerous bodily functions, making it vital for both physical and mental well-being. Understanding the role of vitamin D, the foods that are rich in it, and the nutrients needed for its optimal absorption can help in achieving better health outcomes. Vitamin D is essential for several physiological processes, such as it's crucial for calcium absorption in the intestines, which is essential for maintaining strong bones and teeth. Without enough vitamin D, bones can become thin, brittle, or misshapen. In children, severe vitamin D deficiency can lead to rickets, a condition characterized by soft and weak bones. In adults, it can cause osteomalacia, leading to bone pain and muscle weakness, and it also increases the risk of osteoporosis. Vitamin D plays a significant role in boosting the immune system. It enhances the pathogen-fighting effects of monocytes and macrophages, white blood cells that are important parts of the immune defense, and decreases inflammation. Low levels of vitamin D have been linked to an increased susceptibility to infection, illness, and immune-related disorders. Vitamin D is essential for muscle function. It helps muscles contract, which is vital for movement, coordination, and overall physical strength. Deficiency in vitamin D has been associated with muscle weakness and an increased risk of falls, particularly in older adults. Research has shown that vitamin D plays a role in regulating mood and warding off depression. Vitamin D receptors are present in areas of the brain that are linked to the development of depression. Low levels of vitamin D have been associated with an increased risk of depression, especially in the winter months when sunlight exposure is limited. Emerging evidence suggests that vitamin D plays a role in heart health. It may help regulate blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and improve endothelial function, the thin membrane that lines the inside of the heart and blood vessels. Low vitamin D levels have been linked to an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases, such as hypertension, heart attacks, and strokes. Foods high in vitamin D. While sunlight is the most efficient way to obtain vitamin D, certain foods are also rich sources of this essential nutrient. Including these foods in your diet can help ensure adequate vitamin D levels, especially during the winter months or for those with limited sun exposure. Fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and tuna are among the best natural sources of vitamin D. A 3.5-ounce serving of cooked salmon provides approximately 570 international units of vitamin D, which is nearly 71% of the daily recommended intake. Cod liver oil is one of the richest sources of vitamin D. Just 1 tablespoon provides around 1,360 international units of vitamin D, which is more than 100% of the daily recommended intake. It's also high in omega-3 fatty acids, which support heart health. Eggs, particularly the yolks, contain moderate amounts of vitamin D. 1 large egg yolk contains about 40 international units of vitamin D. While the amount is lower than that found in fish, eggs are a versatile and easy way to add more vitamin D to your diet. Many foods are fortified with vitamin D, meaning that the vitamin is added during processing. Common fortified foods include cow's milk, plant-based milks such as almond, soy, and oat milk, orange juice, cereals, and yogurt. Fortified cow's milk typically provides about 120 international units per cup, while fortified plant-based milks can vary but often contain similar amounts. Certain mushrooms, such as maitake and shiitake, are unique in that they produce vitamin D when exposed to ultraviolet light. 1 cup of UV-exposed mushrooms can provide up to 366 international units of vitamin D, making them a good plant-based option for vegetarians and vegans. Beef liver is another source of vitamin D, although it's less commonly consumed. A 3.5-ounce serving of cooked beef liver provides about 50 international units of vitamin D. It's also a rich source of other nutrients, including iron and vitamin A. Some types of cheese, such as cheddar and Swiss, contain small amounts of vitamin D. While cheese alone may not provide a large dose of vitamin D, it can contribute to overall intake when combined with other sources. To maximize the benefits of vitamin D, it's important to ensure adequate intake of the following nutrients. Vitamin D enhances calcium absorption, and together they play a key role in bone health. Dairy products, leafy greens, and fortified foods are excellent sources of calcium. We have discussed high calcium foods in detail in our previous video as well. Magnesium is vital for the activation of vitamin D in the liver and kidneys. Without adequate magnesium, vitamin D remains stored and inactive in the body. Foods rich in magnesium include nuts, seeds, legumes, and whole grains. Vitamin K2 works synergistically with vitamin D to regulate calcium in the body. It helps direct calcium to the bones and teeth and away from the arteries and soft tissues, preventing calcification. Sources include fermented foods, organ meats, and some kinds of cheese. Zinc supports the immune system and helps with the proper function of vitamin D. It can be found in foods like meat, shellfish, legumes, and seeds. Recent studies have continued to shed light on the vital role of vitamin D in various aspects of health, emphasizing the importance of maintaining adequate levels. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology Metabolism explored the relationship between vitamin D levels and COVID-19 outcomes. The study found that patients with sufficient vitamin D levels had a lower risk of severe COVID-19 complications and mortality. This research highlighted the potential role of vitamin D in immune function and its protective effects against respiratory infections. A comprehensive review published in the Lancet Diabetes Endocrinology examined the effects of vitamin D supplementation on bone health. The review concluded that vitamin D supplementation significantly reduced the risk of fractures in older adults, particularly when combined with calcium. The study emphasized the importance of vitamin D in maintaining bone density and preventing osteoporosis. A research published in the British Journal of Psychiatry investigated the link between vitamin D levels and depression. The study found that individuals with low vitamin D levels were more likely to experience symptoms of depression and anxiety. The researchers suggested that vitamin D supplementation could be an effective adjunct therapy for improving mood in those with vitamin D deficiency. A study in the American Journal of Cardiology explored the role of vitamin D in cardiovascular health. The research indicated that higher vitamin D levels were associated with a lower risk of hypertension and improved heart health. The study also found that vitamin D deficiency was linked to an increased risk of heart disease and stroke. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in various bodily functions, including bone health, immune support, muscle function, mood regulation, and cardiovascular health. Ensuring adequate vitamin D intake through sunlight exposure, diet, and supplements is essential for overall well-being. Foods such as fatty fish, cod liver oil, egg yolks, fortified foods, mushrooms, beef liver, and cheese are excellent sources of vitamin D. Additionally, incorporating magnesium, calcium, vitamin K2, and zinc into the diet can enhance the effectiveness of vitamin D, making it an integral part of a balanced and healthy diet.